Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. In this video, I would like to talk about my personal philosophy views regarding on education. The belief I have is every child has to have their own privilege and needs to have the right to be educated or learn, as learning is very significant in this 21st century. Without knowledge, we cannot afford to be self-reliant. Although knowledge is not only just on paper alone, knowledge can exist in our daily life. It is not necessarily meant that only in the school compartments we are able to learn. The children should be exposed in learning certain education cultures when being educated, because by doing so, they would learn of what occupy their interests. In any fields, an educator is very important to help guide the clueless, whom are the children, to be more specific, the students. Through this, the children will be curious and passionate in a specific topics that they have interest in. As an educator to be, I teach because I like to see people understand and appreciate a particular languages or topics and be compassionate while serious about it. An educator helps guide the children with the most authentic material, so the lessons that were taught are lively and bright. Through this, the children will establish an understanding in fields that they are found and comfortable of. This is my job, to help them to go through their studies so there won't be any misguidance because of getting the wrong information. Furthermore, I would very much wanted to try understand their interest in education. This is because every humans are not the same. Each and everyone has their own uniquely quirks that shows their good side and bad side. It is great to have so much diverse within the children themselves, because that could get quite boring if they are all the same. So, I found that I could have much more experience in handling trouble or a peculiar child. Besides, a community of learners that can be defined as a group of people who shares the values and beliefs and whom actively engage in learning from one another, like learners from teachers, teachers from learners, and learners from learners. Thus, as we both learn and teach every day daily, it will be beneficial, as we could have so much knowledge regarding every aspects in life. Moreover, I believe that when teaching, you should teach them until they understand fully of the subject, as this would prevent them from forgetting certain facts. It is undeniable that when you truthfully understand a topic that even though you have no such interest in, the facts will still remain in your mind. Although it is true that everyone has different methods which conduct a different outcomes, but everyone has their own unique traits. Still, relating to their education, it does help them to analyze a subject that will make them have everlasting in one's mind that information, of course. Through this, the children will understand more about themselves in finding a better suited methods with them, like for example, managing a group work or joining a curricular club such as debate or a sport. Hence, the more they learn, the closer they could find the goals in their life. And this is enough for me to be happy with my life as I help them. On the contrary, as an educator, I would rather much have an environment where my pupils will learn in a comfortable, close to nature, and fresh, so that it is easier for us to relate of a certain issue that we would try to indulge ourselves. This would make them more open-minded and not shy, timid to say, in discussing any subjects when in groups. I believe in having a good relation with a student, you must also be a good role model to them and be understanding towards them. Besides, the parents should also contribute like being responsive in caring for their child's education or their well-being, so they won't be depressed, like feeling they are unimportant. Parents need to stop giving excuses like busy because of work. But as an educator, I should not involve in family matters. I would discuss, for example, I would slowly try to discuss with them and lead the parents and talk about the interest of their child or what the child may find what makes them happy, so they could get more understandable towards each other. In a nutshell, I found teaching as self-satisfaction for me and would really much like to help be a guidance, like being a candle when going through a dark tunnel for the next generation, so they could be better developed and more knowledgeable, so we could avoid past mistakes from repeating itself.